Okay, I'm pretty excited because now we're going to have a different style of Ignite where two people are going to try and not fail at keeping up with their slides. Mel and Patty are going to come up and talk about failing to create a movement. Ready? Round of applause.
Hi, I'm Patty, and this is Mel. She's my dear friend, my work wife, and at times, my polar opposite. Navigating our relationship has been pretty amazing, but also somewhat tricky. And here's a perfect example. This. What do you see here on the screen? Anyone? Well, Mel sees life, strength, and grounding. She sees the importance of lying down metaphorical roots and giving back to nature. She sees the tree's soul.
Patty looks at this, and she sees a tree. She wonders how much fruit can it yield, how much maintenance is required. Is this the best tree for the space? What do the experts say about this particular kind? Or would it be better if we just planted flowers?
You see, Mel and I met a few years ago when we were volunteering for a local LA nonprofit focused on women in technology. We instantly connected, but we really bonded over our shared freak-out moments about our upcoming motherhood. I mean, our kids were even due 2 days apart.
We wondered who we would be after they were born and what would life be like. We knew absolutely nothing, other than the fact that we wanted to raise them to be engaged in the world around them, and in order to do so, that we needed to set the example, so the importance of giving back became a much bigger driver.
And then an awesome opportunity came our way where we were able to focus full time on launching a giving platform called dailyKARMA, which allowed people to easily give back to their favorite charities and communities leveraging technology. We thought, awesome, we have amazing jobs and social impact. Now we just have to come up with really cool campaigns to launch on it. This was going to be easy, right?
Right. Well, kind of. Coincidentally, while this was happening, I was developing a passion project called Radical Mother. As someone that suffered from postpartum depression herself and felt really alone, I wanted to help shine a light on this for other women, so I figured, what the hell? Anyone can start a movement, right? The steps seemed simple to me. Step 1, be passionate. Step 2, make t-shirts. Step 3, send out the t-shirts to your friends and family, asking them to download an app, upload a photo, share a story, make a donation. Step 4, impact thousands of women, raise thousands of dollars. Done. Easy.
I was skeptical. I honestly couldn't get past the logistics. Would these women tell these emotional and vulnerable stories about their depression and then share that with their communities in order to fundraise for a cause? I just saw a lot of hurdles.
But blinded by the power of possible change, I self-funded the t-shirts and proceeded anyway. I've always been the type of girl that prefers to throw her spaghetti against a wall to see if it's cooked versus read the instructions. I had to follow my heart to see if this movement could take flight, and well, it flew, just not very high. Donations came in through the app and stories were shared, but that viral component we were looking for ended up being more like a mild cold, and Patty's voice just rang in my head.
Mel, you're asking these really busy women to do 5 different things, and you only have 8 seconds to convince them to do an action. What is the one thing that we want them to do?
She was right. In the end, I was asking too much, and ultimately that's why the campaign failed. The thousands of women I'd hoped to reach and thousands of dollars we'd hoped to raise ended up being about 50 women and only a few $100.
And the logical older sister in me wanted to say, I told you so. But the truth is, I should have spent less time being obsessed about product flows and scalability and more time helping Mel with the logistics of the Radical Mother campaign. I mean, these 50 women did breathe the first breaths of life into our app.
And they reminded us that we were driving impact. We may not have been this huge spotlight on the epidemic of postpartum depression, but we lit a candle.
And beyond the campaign, Mel and I learned a lot about perspective. And it's really easy to get stuck in a singular way of thinking, in what you know. And if we wanted to be successful, we had to really be mindful of each other's viewpoints.
Now, after being joined at the hip for almost 2 years, it's very common to hear one of us say, "God, get out of my head, I already know what you're going to say." And it's because we've allowed ourselves to open up to the idea that we can think both with our heads and our hearts. And As a result, we're on the path to launching the next product for Daily Karma that blends emotion with utility to help others drive impact.
So, back to the tree. Yes, it's strength and connectedness, and yeah, it is a tree, but it's also a mindset. And it's not just about hearing another person's viewpoint, but it's about really trying to see it through their eyes. You may just find that your perspective even shifts in the process.